Hi. My
Hello.
first, before we start the show proper, I would like to petition to change the meaning of ANG to Auburn's Not Good podcast.
No.
Please. I don't know how else to vent my pain. Um, okay, motion failed. Anyway, hi. Welcome to the All Night Gamers podcast, episode 110. Auburn's Not Good.
But we knew that.
I can't believe I lost my voice for that experience. Um, it was man.
You went to that game.
Yeah, I know. Thank God my tickets were free because I would be so mad if I had paid for those. I mean, like it was a really fun time. Like I got to spend a lot of time with my brother and stuff. And like I don't know. I don't get into football as much when I'm watching on TV versus in person. But yeah, we were screaming the whole time. It was so much fun. It's just we should have won that game. We had every right to win that game.
Exactly.
We tripled LSU stats on like every front, including the amount of turnovers we lost. We
And
turned the ball over 4 times. We fumbled it 6 times total. And
Yeah,
that was literally the only reason we lost.
we were dominating in the first half, and then we gave up in the second half.
It's not even like we gave up. That's what's even more frustrating. Like we didn't stall. We had explosive plays every drive, but then like right after the 50-yard play, we'd throw an interception or something. It was so mad. It was so frustrating. We had so many explosive plays and just couldn't manage. That's what really frustrates me. I wish I would have preferred we just got the hell beat out of us so I could have left by the second half.
So what was worse, that or the game you and I went to last year?
This game.
Yeah,
Because that's exactly what I would have preferred. I would have preferred to just lose up front and know that we're gonna lose instead of like be like in theory winnable until the end of the game. But
I'm with you.
yeah, it was so annoying.
Losing,
And we had to park all the way on like Wrights Mill by the junior high.
gross.
And we had I carried 4 bags of ice all the way downtown to the tailgate. Oh my gosh. But it was a fun time other than the fact that we lost.
Constant suffering.
Yeah.
You're only a few weeks away from going to
we
Disney.
shouldn't have lost, but we lost.
Yeah, now
No,
LSU thinks there's hot shit.
And we're gonna lose this week.
Let's just not talk about it. We're a video game podcast.
Dude, I've already seen people trying to sell their game tickets for later games in the season.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't really blame them. It's kind of a loss either way. You're not going to sell it for near as much as you bought it for, so you might as well just go and like have a couple quarters of fun time rather than like, okay, cool, you got $30 a ticket back when you spent, $150 for them a piece.
I already have my prediction. We're giving up on the rest of the games for the season except the Iron Bowl, which
and
is
claiming we're a football or basketball school again.
Yeah, we're a basketball school.
We'll somehow win the Iron Bowl, but we'll lose the rest of the games.
That's the only one that matters.
Not
so
this year. You can't go scoreless in the second half against. This is why we're losing. This is why we lost so many games last year, because it goes back. We've scored less than 20 points since. Oh, I put it in the chat yesterday. What was it?
Yeah.
Since the Ole Miss game of last year, we have scored literally less than 20 points in the second half combined until now.
Whoops.
That's how. Oh, dude, that's disgusting. That's a disgusting stat.
There's a comment under that says, "Have you let Auburn self-destruct?" Nuh-uh. Nobody's better self-destructing than us because they're like, we can just.
Yeah, just you wait. Anyway, other than that, also Cameron's alive. He made it.
I am. I didn't die in the storm.
Oh, that's right. You got hit by a hurricane.
I think I realized it a couple days ago. I was like, oh my God, Camera just went through a
Really?
hurricane. I had, and then I was like, wait, no, he's fine because he's been sending stupid memes in the Discord and
That's
talking,
the
so I
thing.
guess he's fine. Yeah, he's been talking, so
I've been talking to him, so my mind was like,
Nothing happened.
nothing happened, so it cleared it.
It's normal.
Yeah.
Everything's fine. So that means, you know, he's
Dude.
not he's not saying stupid shit. So that must mean he's fine.
True.
there we go.
And it feels like fall outside right now.
Yeah, that was a bonus. It felt incredible all day.
Dude,
It's been feeling incredible.
I know. I'm happy with the weather right now. I could live with this.
Yeah, seriously.
it really has been quite nice. Chelsea and I left the apartment after the storm, was gone, and it was quite nice.
Seriously, I haven't needed the AC in my car in like over a week. Like,
that's
just roll the windows down and it's just perfect. It's exactly what I need.
I can't roll down my windows. They're
They-
broke.
That's true. That's true.
That-
Okay,
That's
3
pain.
of them kind of work, or 2 definitely work, but they're the back ones. Mine that on the driver's side.
His
does
front
not
ones
work, it
don't.
will not.
Oh, so you're the guy
Yeah,
in the drive-thru
I-
that has to open the door to order.
I get out of the car and go in so that I don't. Have
Yeah,
to-
you don't have to be that guy in the drive-thru.
Yeah, I've tried that once, and it was the most awkward situation of my life, and I was like, no, never again. And the tinting on my passenger side is like torn up because of something in the motor, so it's like out of place, but it's like got a line all the way.
Yeah, we took your car to go get Chick-fil-A one of those days, and Chelsea pointed that out. I'm like, I have no clue.
It's old. It's like a 20-year-old car.
Mine is definitely a 20-year-old car.
Isn't it insane that when you think of a car from like 2005 or something, you're like, yeah, it's only like 10 years old.
Yeah, no, I know
No,
my
bro.
car.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? Like, I think of that old Civic, like the 2010. It's just like, oh, that's only like 5 or 6 years old. It's not that bad. No, it's 12 years old.
Yeah,
Mm.
COVID definitely didn't help because your mind's like, yeah, that didn't happen.
Yeah, it's
so
still 2018, right?
let's just cut off all those years. We're all still in college.
Please no, I don't want to be in college anymore.
Yeah, now that you bring that up, maybe I don't. Maybe. It's not.
Maybe no.
Yeah.
Actually, I enjoy having a job that I can just sort of work whenever.
Okay. Anyway, on to the gaming issues. First one up. I'm so excited for this. Google Stadia is dead.
Let's
Crab
go.
raid.
Okay. I was so excited. Oh, I had that thought. I got this app on Steam that lets you play sound bites over your microphone as if it was you talking.
That was so good.
Dude, it's so incredible. I have
dude,
so much fun with that.
That was quite nice too. It wasn't just like yelling at us like a lot of the Skype ones did back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I made sure that everything was balanced because I didn't want the 6 people that listen to this to have ear damage afterwards.
Long
They all
permanent
now
ear
have
damage.
tinnitus because of people.
Yeah. So yeah, Google Stadia is dead. They're refunding everything except Google Stadia Pro. So
That's pretty good though.
yeah,
all
honestly,
2
but
people
Chad
that
move.
used it
Chad move.
die, I guess.
Dude, someone's like, I'm getting like $2,000 back, and I was like, from what?
What did you buy?
Everything on the store, I guess. They're like, I'm buying a PS5.
Why didn't you do that initially?
If I got $2,000 randomly, well, I
You
don't
did
even
do
have
that.
to.
You know,
say-
honestly,
I got
You did do that.
$1,200. I got $1,200 for the pain and inconvenience of being in a car crash,
And
I
you did
bought
that.
a PS5.
Yeah, exactly. You lived it.
so my bigger question is, why would you buy a PS5 if you're the kind of guy that spent $2,000 on a streaming
On
service?
streaming.
Why wouldn't you buy like why wouldn't you go Xbox, because they have way more support for streaming stuff? I guess
don't
you
know,
want the exclusives, but like if you're so into streaming, then Xbox has to be the way to go with this. Or like, why didn't you buy an
Right, if
Nvidia
you're to
setup or
put
something? Like,
that much money.
Yeah.
into it, maybe they're like, dang, I actually want to own my games.
yeah, maybe they realize like, Dad, this is horrible. That's a good
Like
fair.
we already knew.
Yeah. So Yeah, so January 18th, 2023, everything's going to be shut down.
So we will
Um,
bring it up again in January.
If we don't bring it up sooner. We, as longtime listeners know, we quite enjoy insulting Google and their failures. Specifically,
Stadia.
Stadia,
Stadia.
though.
Stadia has been added to Google killed it.
Dude, I I love everyone just bringing up um, their promotion with all the failed things and it being like, oh yeah, that happened.
Whoops.
It's like if you can dream it, yeah. You said failures. You compared it to failures and not like the Wii and the DS and the PS2. They had options. I'm just saying.
They should have chose the option that let them not ever make this in the first place.
That's a good idea.
Just saying.
Just saying.
Um, let's see. According to Kotaku, there are 5 exclusives. Hopefully, Google lets them out of their contracts. Hello Engineer, Pixel Junk Raiders, Outcasters, Pac-Man, Megatonal Battle, and GYLT. What is GYLT?
Some horror game that released at the launch of Stadia.
Oh, Guild. Duh. Guild. Duh. Man. Sorry. I'm also a little sick today.
Don't worry, I didn't know how to pronounce it, but I knew what it was about. That makes sense though.
Yeah. Ubisoft also announced that the games purchased through Stadia will be able to be transferred to PC through Ubisoft Connect. So,
Oh yeah, I saw they were working on that.
But I don't know if you transfer it if you still get the money from Google. Probably not. Like for those games, because they'll be like, well, you still own them.
How are they gonna know?
yeah, that's a good question. I'm not really sure.
Yeah, right. This is gonna be really confusing.
But
They've got 2 months to work it out. 3 months. What?
Mm.
the I honestly I'm just kind of impressed that they're giving that much money back.
I mean, it's
They
Google.
want to be
it
worried about.
needs to be like this is how it should be, but I'm just impressed they're actually doing it because corporations
Yeah.
should, you know.
Someone was like, Stadia, the only one to return your money, and people were like, Stadia, the only one where if they didn't, you'd have nothing.
yeah.
That's true.
So I'm just glad they're doing the right thing here.
They must be worried about a lawsuit, though. Or
Yeah, why else
you know,
wouldn't
it's.
they?
I think it's two things though. One, people would sue, obviously, right? Because
Yeah.
you'd have, but they want people to believe in their next product. Well, the last one failed, and they refunded everybody.
Yeah.
So at least, yeah, that's definitely what it is. They're more banking on
Goodwill.
Google Glass
goodwill.
2.
That's right.
No, dude, Google Stadia 2.
Please, it'd be the best day of my life
Google
if they were.
Studia.
We're happy to announce Stadia's dead, but here's
Stadia
Stadia.
2.
Electric Boogaloo.
The memes would be back real quick if they announced Stadia too.
And also it's been discovered that there was a GameCube dev kit in the early Wii menu build. Someone discovered this. Pretty interesting.
Yeah, I linked the article because I figured you would understand.
Yeah, so um I think it's just to support the
The GameCube.
Yeah, like by the GameCube development kit, it was basically like imagine if one of the channels on the Wii menu was the GameCube dev kit. It's just like that. So it allowed developers to still have access to the GameCube stuff for whatever reason, because like a lot of games that were planned to be on GameCube got ported to the Wii,
That's
like
true.
instead as kind of like what's going on now with a lot of games that were like planned to be on Wii U have now become Switch games.
Yeah.
Um,
Pikmin 4.
so just having access to that. Also, I'm sure probably like Nintendo used it a little bit too, to get everything set up just right. I'm not really sure, but yeah, that's probably what it was. I mean, it's not all that crazy because it's not like it would be really cool if it like the Wii never had GameCube backwards compatibility and this was found, but since it did, it's like, well, yeah, no duh. There was probably
Yeah.
some sort of dev software for the GameCube on there. But that is neat and honestly impressive that we haven't known about it until now.
Yeah, it's one of those things that's like, this makes sense, but I see.
Yeah. All right. With a quick opening segment, let's get into the collector's corner. This is the weekly segment where we talk about games we've been playing and stuff we've been doing and whatever else. Uh, we'll flip the script. I'm. I went to the Auburn game. It was fun. We already had this discussion. I'm not gonna talk anymore about it. I basically have not played a whole lot. Um,
Understandable.
let's see, but I played a little bit more Splatoon, some Stardew Valley. Uh, I picked up my copy of Bayonetta 1 physical. Very happy about that.
Finally got it.
Um, let's see. So yeah, when I picked up my copy of Bayonetta 1, I realized that Bayonetta 3 comes out at the end of this month and I got really excited, so I played some Bayonetta 2 last night.
Right, I saw you
Um,
playing it.
yeah, I started feeling it. Um, and that's basically it because Friday I was off, but I had spent like the whole day getting ready to go, and then the rest of the day was driving, and then Saturday was like game day, pretty much all day. What turned out to be, and then Sunday was also driving all day. Uh, so not that much, but I am playing Wind Waker HD. I started kind of messing with it a little bit again after the last direct when it wasn't announced for Switch because I knew it wasn't going to. I kind of do this a lot. I'll play Wind Waker or Twilight Princess HD after a direct because even though I know it's not going to happen, I still really want it. So, been playing some of that
Just
today. Um, that's really about it. It's a pretty boring week. Oh, my Xenoblade 3 collector's edition shipped and it'll be in tomorrow.
excellent.
So I can finally have my collector's edition that I bought. And
Forever ago.
yeah, so
Three
that's
months ago
exciting.
now.
Okay, Alex.
Okay. I played a lot of Splatoon, and I realized that if you 100% the little maps in the story, you get a piece of a map for each area. So if you collect all 6, you can make a little map in your locker.
Oh, nice.
Um, I played some Soul Hackers too until for a while, and then they made an announcement that we'll talk about, and that's why I'm gonna take a break from the game till November.
Ah,
They're basically gonna fix all my problems with the game, and I'm like, well, damn. I guess like if they're gonna fix it in a month, I should wait.
yeah, it's just another Resident Evil situation.
It's like Resident Evil, like I can do it, but why would I when they're gonna fix what I want fixed?
Yeah,
That's true.
very good point.
Um, played a little bit of Xenoblade 3, and then I found out you really should play the first two before you go very far in the third one. So I guess I'm gonna play the
So I guess
first.
who's never gonna beat Xenoblade 3?
Yeah, I have the first one right here though, so it'll be okay. Let's see what else. Uh, my uncle came in town. That was pretty cool.
Nice.
Uh, he went to the Opelika game, which the high school did good.
Oh yeah, yeah. I saw the Cooper posted the score. I'm glad they did good.
Yeah, the high school's still
Somebody has to.
undefeated.
Yeah, aren't they number one right now in the
Yeah,
state? That's crazy.
undefeated at #1.
Who's the quarterback?
I don't
You have
know.
any idea? Okay. Well, because usually it's some kid of rich parents or something like that. Usually.
That's
It
yeah,
probably is, but
that's true.
Cooper might go to the championship first.
No hate on our quarterback. I'm not gonna say his name. I love you, my guy, but I'm just being honest. Anyway.
We could have had a good quarterback.
They almost, my parents run the concessions. They almost sold out of everything by halftime because of how packed the stadium was.
Dang.
I mean that
But
makes sense.
we got pickle pops and
Pizza.
Some pizza. I mean, we also have Chick-fil-A, but that's what sells out.
no, I'm
Or-
saying like what would you have left?
Oh,
Like
what
what
was
didn't?
left?
Yeah. Like we got pickle
Uh,
pops and only regular M&Ms.
Jalapeno chips.
Jalapeno chips. uh um
I know
Sun
that's
chips.
like
Sun chips. Those are always
yeah.
left.
I kind of know what sells the least, so yeah, it would be items. Like
It would be
along
items. The
Well,
items that
items
sell the
along
least
that
would indeed
line.
be items.
Candy would probably still be there a lot,
Yeah.
and then water would probably be the only drink. Right.
Okay.
Are we back?
Yeah. We back.
Okay. I talked myself out of buying a game.
Which one?
The Chaos Had No thing, which is a prequel to Steins Gate that finally got translated. But I talked myself out of it because, I don't have much money, but the real reason is they apparently cut 500 lines
Hmm.
for this release.
Any particular reason, or is that just what happened?
I don't know exactly why they cut that many, but since it's a visual novel, cutting 500 lines is the game.
Yeah.
I was like, if I get it, I'll get it later when it's on sale. It's just too many.
Yeah, that's a lot of lines for a book, basically.
hmm
Anything else?
Um, that might be everything.
Okay. All right, Cameron, hit us.
Okay. So I played Splatoon, obviously. Um, I'm slowly working my way to level 30 in table turf. I have gotten to attempt S plus ranking into S plus twice. I've decided I have to exclusively do it with splat zones because it's the only one I'm good at. I can consistently win splat zones. I cannot consistently win anything else. So I will be doing that exclusively with splat zones. I played Pikmin 2. That's the game I hinted at last week. I have gotten through 50% ish of the initial debt. I've got my strategy figured out for the next time I record it. So it's just, finding the time to record it. And then
Oh, cool! You bought the really expensive cube.
it's even more expensive.
Did you buy it from someone on eBay?
No, I bought it at the Lego store, but in August they raised all their prices.
Oh, good. Yeah, you know that
All
plastic shortage.
Yeah. Yeah, they raised all their prices on Lego sets. This one went from like
Why?
one. This one went from like 170 to 200.
Oh, good, good, good,
Dude,
good.
I hate economics so much because
I
it's
hate
all
economics.
it's
Everyone,
lies. That's all it is.
everyone's
Anyway,
blaming
mm.
shortages or whatever. And I'm just like, some of these sets should just like once they sell out, let them sell out, phase them out. Game over. Don't raise their prices. You know, like they're already the ones that are
Well,
already in
so
storage should not be
the BS thing is
extra.
that even when all of this is over, the prices aren't going back down.
That's the
Oh,
worst
absolutely
part.
not.
And yeah, because we all know that's not gonna happen.
Supply shortage. Okay, so that
And
means
also, even if there's not a shortage, they're gonna say inflation, but they're gonna say inflation while also increasing profit by probably over 100%.
mm,
Anyway, we're not a
um
politics podcast. I don't need to.
no.
I need to start getting mad in here.
That reminds me, I need to register to vote because I don't think I did when I transferred my license.
Oh boy.
Yay. Um, so far it does this.
Okay.
So you've basically completed the edges.
Sorta.
Yeah, okay.
This is. I know it's not showing purple on the camera, but this is purple.
That looks
This
actually
is
blue.
yeah. That's what
Yeah.
that's what it looks like on my camera too. It looks blue, but this is purple. It's according to the box, or not the box, the instructions. Look how thick this thing is.
I mean, yeah, isn't it like half the selling point?
Thick
Oh,
manual.
yeah,
A
that's
thick
that's
manual
what
with big
I'm.
pictures because everybody that's buying these sets is adults that can't read.
Yeah,
Right.
that's true though. That's what I did. My mind couldn't remember. I built the two sets Cameron got me, one for Christmas, one for birthday. Um, so one's the Haunted Mansion as a little
Sick.
model, and one's
Yeah.
BD1 from Jedi Fallen Order.
Oh, nice.
And BD1's manual is massive.
I've seen BD1 in person. It's really cool.
Yeah, see, this is the selling point because both of you have had to just tell me how thick these manuals are.
Yeah,
I
you
could
need
hit
Well,
somebody
somebody
with it and it
you're
would hurt.
playing to my strengths because I also do enjoy a nice hardy manual.
right.
So
Games have
yeah,
stopped
this is
making
just
them.
half
I
the
need
sell.
them from.
Look, yeah, that's we
I'll
need
pay the
manuals
inflation
back.
prices. I don't care.
Manual.
Manual.
It's is it the Alex? You know if it's like the Lego one of the like Mario sets is maybe. And there was a point where they weren't doing manuals.
Yeah, they tried it
Like,
with the. They were trying it because of the Lego Dimensions, which is where it
So
mainly
if I remember
hit with
correctly,
no manuals.
the kids versions of the Mario sets, like the ones with like the battery Mario and Luigi and whatever,
mhm.
Yeah, you.
those use the app
Yeah, no.
because you
Oh,
have to like
speaking of,
sync the like it's Bluetooth controlled. The toy is so you connect it to the app to let it do stuff.
speaking of, you can use Biggie Mario with there's a block and collect power stars. You can collect.
We
It's just
really
like a
do
random
be
10
grown men.
talking about Lego Nintendo. Look, it's my
Uh,
favorite. It's my
oh
favorite
no, I mean
corporations to give money to,
it's
guys.
my favorite corporations.
It's
I
my
liked it
favorite
so much. I
corporations
bought
to
the
give
one.
money.
I actually bought the one that was for 7-year-olds.
Yeah, they've got all three at the Lego store right now: Mario, Luigi, and Peach.
I
But
wonder if.
look, I slowly will amass my favorite corporations as Legos.
Huh.
It, it's so nice because like the castle released for the 50th hasn't been restocked. The Haunted Mansion It was at Memento Mori next to Haunted Mansion, like the actual Haunted Mansion here at Magic Kingdom. It was while Chelsea had her 50% off, so why not both? I got one for Alex and one for me.
I could think of a few reasons.
Okay, but as an irresponsible adult, why not both?
I could think of a few reasons. I'm mostly just saying that because that's a Scott the Lost thing. Okay. Does anybody want to cover Fire Emblem Heroes?
Yeah, I read the things. So they announced Ninian as a legendary hero, and she's from Blazing Blade, and they showed off the silhouette thing they do, where it's like they take the art they've done and completely black them out
Oh yeah.
for the Halloween banner that comes out at the end of the month, or doesn't come out at the end of the month. It comes out this month for Halloween. That's it though.
Sick.
Nice and simple.
Nintendo posted the main campaign ending credits for Dragalia Lost.
Yeah, the mobile game that's like as old as Heroes. They're like, it's over.
Dang.
I think what really killed it though is so, you know, they didn't make tons and tons of money. They did, but they were really, really generous.
Yeah.
But
Which
then
is a
they kind
problem
of
when
got
you're a freemium game.
No, it was fine. They still made money though. They stopped kind of making a lot of money though when they I know what they did and I can't. Okay, so essentially someone figured out a strat to beat the bosses at the end of the stages within a few seconds. So you could beat the stage in like under a minute. Yeah, the devs.
Anyway, now that that's over, uh,
Yeah.
just like Dragalia Lost is over. Ha.
Rip.
Yeah. Anyway, so why I think it died actually, besides the fact that they already didn't make they made lots of money, but not like Fire Emblem money.
Yeah.
Heroes is one of the biggest ones. Uh, you could kill the boss within a few seconds because of the strategy. So all stages became like under a minute. So people were flying through the content, and the devs kind of got mad. So they patched it to where like the boss would have multiple rounds. So
Mm.
you could no longer beat the stages under a minute. I think that's what killed the game though, because people don't like feeling nerfed.
Yeah. I can agree with that.
I mean, either way, they weren't going to get the money. Like at that point.
Yeah.
Chaos Head Noah and Chaos Child Double released this Friday.
Right. This is what I nearly bought and then didn't.
Oh, okay.
But read the next thing about it.
Spike Chunsoft Incorporated regrets to announce that it will not be able to release Chaos Head Noah on Steam as originally planned due to Steam's guideline required changes to the game's content. Why? What's in the game's content?
Nothing. That's what's confusing people.
What's
This
in
isn't
the game's content?
Spike
you.
Chunsoft.
It's a visual novel where
That's
you
a
follow a
little.
murder.
Some might say
Okay, so
that's quite a
nothing.
little suspicious.
You solve a murder, but they already cut 500 lines. Like this is already the censored version, and Steam's like, no. But they have the sequel one on Steam. You can buy it today.
Steam really said, what if? No.
And it's going on the Switch. There's nothing. If it's on the Switch, then you know there's not a problem with it. What the heck?
Yeah, I guess. I wonder what it is.
It's a
I don't
mystery.
know.
Well,
This is
Epic Games, look who's home.
no Epic Games hates Japanese visual novels more than Steam. It's not going to PC. someone at Steam, because this isn't the first visual novel that's just a visual novel.
Spike
You
Chunsoft
made,
launcher.
yeah, they'll have to make their own.
Yeah.
But for some reason, Steam's like, oh, we want that Japanese market. But this Japanese visual novel, I know what's in it without playing it. Denied. This
Yeah,
is
but
like
like
the fourth game
they
that's gone
have
to Switch.
literal porn games.
No, Cameron, Honey Pop is not as bad as this visual novel made in Japan.
Well,
Don't you understand? It's a visual novel made in Japan.
let's see. Starkiller's armor from Star Wars: The Force Unleashed shows up in Andor. Showed up in Andor.
Yeah, in the background of
Man, I am so not in Star Wars enough to know the significance of
posted
that.
a picture. It's an old game from like the PSP. Or also PC, apparently. Because that's what the box is I posted.
Okay. Kingdom Hearts Dark Road version 5.0.1 made dialogue changes to a lot of the cutscenes. Oops.
Most of it's just changing it to make sense within an idea they introduced in like the last. Because they finished updating the game, and then they were like they finished the story, and then they released this, and they made changes to older ones to get in line with the finished story.
Interesting.
Like
Shin.
mostly it's just being more specific.
Oh, okay. Shenmue's animated series has been canceled. Good. I'm pretty sure Shenmue's bad, if I
People
recall
really
correct.
like them, but I've never played them. The third one was made because fans wanted it, and then they were like, instead of finishing the series, I'm just gonna set it up as I originally was. And it's like, wow, it didn't sell because you decided not to complete your story. You just went, no, 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 I'm going back to the original 20 game plan or whatever.
Uh,
That's all I kind of know. I remember the complaints.
I just hear some people being like, "Man, Shenmue was incredible," and then literally everybody else is like, "How the hell do people think this game is good?"
I mean, it's basically the way I've heard it. It's kind of like GTA or Yakuza, not with like the run around, not with the like killing people thing of GTA, but like kind of just live your life in that a Tokyo town.
Interesting. Well, I mean, what if I want to live my life and living my life involves killing people?
Well, then
What
you're
if
probably
what if
going
I'm
to jail because you can't get a gun in Japan.
what if I am actually a domestic terrorist? That feels
For legal
oddly really
purposes, this
bad.
is a
Yeah,
joke.
for I after I said that, I was like, "Wow, that feels really incriminating to say." Whoops. Uh,
Definitely what we should joke about on a podcast that goes to.
it's just a little. It's just a treat worth. It's not a lot. Uh, PlayStation Plus monthly games for October include Hot Wheels Unleashed, Injustice 2, and Super Hot. That's actually kind of exciting. I want to play Hot Wheels Unleashed. I
They're
played
like
like one game of it at a buddy's house because there was a demo, but
they're like okay names. So it's like a list of just like things you'll recognize, which I'm fine with. Instead of like, here's our big one, and
yeah,
here's some trash we found on the side of the road.
Scrod.
Snickle Snuckle. I'm pretty sure we've said that every episode since
Yeah,
I
no,
brought
it's
that
Since you
video
showed
up.
us. Yeah.
Yeah, it's because it's so true. Uh,
It's just so easy to make the joke too.
the official Nintendo Pictures site has launched. Oh man, I can't wait for this Horrible movie.
They say they started making Nintendo's pictures in 2011. That's what they're, because on the site it's like a breakdown. They were
Interesting.
like licensed 2011, and I was like, what?
Wow.
They also say their budget is, so they say 35 or 3.5 million
Dollars?
yen, which
Oh,
means $350,000.
$1,000.
The yen sounds a lot more impressive than the dollar amount, if you know.
Yeah. The
True.
reveal, the first look is this week, right? On the 6th?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Oh, it's the 6th.
true.
Okay, I couldn't remember what day it was.
I
I was
think
like,
it was the 6th,
it's
but
one of
I'm
the
not
it's
sure.
one of the round numbers. That's what I remembered.
I
What?
forgot we're getting a look this week. Oh, that will be fun.
Yeah,
Please be good.
I
Or
hope
please
so.
be so bad that you're good. Don't be just okay. Don't be boring and don't be okay.
Yeah. Either be horrible or be incredible. Let's get
Y-
something
yeah.
wild in here. Also, I can't not bring this up. I like how Cameron said round numbers, but I know he didn't mean round as in divisible by something. He meant round as in circular because he drew a circle with his finger whilst describing round numbers. It's one of the round numbers. What does that mean?
I mean, he's got it.
That makes no sense. What? It's
It's either the 6th or the 8th. I couldn't remember.
But why is it 9 a round number? 9 is upside down 6.
Nine-
3 is
No,
kind of
it's
half
this
round, you
week.
know?
The 9th's not this week, and the 3's not completely round.
the
I knew it
the
was this
mental
week.
math. If this week and number is circular.
I mean,
I love that. That's really good. 15 minus 5 is a round number.
that's right.
Final Fantasy 16 to receive a new trailer in October 2022. This is
Good.
actually overtook Bayonetta 3 in the latest Japanese polls of like what game or Japanese players most excited about.
Understandable. They love
Yeah.
Final Fantasy.
Yeah. Soul Hackers 2 patch announced for November 22 includes dash mechanic, high speed mode in combat, and new demons. So I guess this is all on you, Alex. You're the one that was like, thank God.
Is what I'm taking a break from, yes, because they're like, we're gonna increase battle speed. Good. We're gonna increase running speed. Really good. I want to run through the dungeons.
Sick.
Give me that designated run button. So that's why I'm going on a break for a month, even though I was like playing it and going well. I'm like, but they're fixing the issues.
Yeah.
Ooh, fixes. Delay
I mean,
game.
if you know they're coming, you're like, well, do I
Why?
play it now or do
It's like
I play it with
why
the
do I
things I
continue
want fixed?
playing? Yeah, exactly. Why do I keep playing? Plus, like, I mean, it's definitely not, for like marketing purposes, because obviously they don't want people to stop playing their game. But if you fix the problems, it makes people more likely to talk about the fixes later on.
Yeah.
Cyberpunk 2077 has sold 20 million copies. CD Projekt Red thanks everyone for the support. I guess I got to give it another shot. I think now's the
I
time I give
mean,
it another shot. And by now, I mean in probably 8 months when I get around to it.
Yeah, I haven't really heard they fixed like much. It's just it runs better on the
I've heard they fixed a lot of it. Like, it's playable.
true,
And
but you
apparently, like, the
still
story is pretty good. It was just so hard to stomach with how horrible, like, the
how
gameplay was.
mhm.
But I've heard a lot of people defend the game, at least somewhat. They're like, yeah, like obviously it ran horrible and should not have been released in that state, but the story is actually halfway decent and it's a pretty good game story wise. So
I don't know. People defended what was it? The one I can't think of that's like good now, but people
oh,
defended
No
it when it
Man's
came.
Sky.
No Man's Sky. They defended it when it came out.
That's
Um
true.
So yeah, I guess it could be better, but like maybe I don't know. Part of the problem is we're 3 years into the next to Gen what 9 of consoles,
yeah, whatever.
8, 9, whatever the number is, and they're still like PS4 edition, and I'm like, stop. Look, at least if you're gonna be like PS4, they won't do it, but like be
Well,
like,
didn't
okay, it's
Cyberpunk
only for Pro on the PS4.
didn't they didn't CD Projekt Red put out a next gen update for Cyberpunk already?
They released it both on the same day, and the PS4 version was so bad.
Yeah, I know, but they didn't have a next gen version when it launched. It was only the like it ran good on PS5 because the hardware's just so much better, but like it wasn't
Oh,
a
you mean
quote
like
PS5
okay,
version.
yeah.
I think they launched
Then
the
yes,
next gen
I think you're
versions.
right.
Um,
But yeah, I know they don't want to because they're like, but money. But it's time to ditch the, almost 10-year-old hardware that's slowing us down.
Yeah, like Nintendo did with the Wii U.
No, Nintendo was like Nintendo's what I
oh, dude,
want.
I was waiting for Alex to be like, wait.
No,
Let's slow
that's
down. Let's slow
exactly
down.
what I want them to do is be like, well, we released one final Swan Song game. Now we're on to the next console. Here you go. Instead, they're like, but we have an install base of 100,000 on the PS4. Why would we give that up?
I think you're missing a couple zeros there. Um,
No, it's just 100,000.
100,000. Why would we
It's
give that
sold
up?
worse than the Virtual Boy.
Uh, Bayonetta 1 and 2 receive a new update ahead of Bayonetta 3's launch, and the update is basically Korean, Chinese, simplified, and Chinese
That's right. It's
traditional
just
as M-Gate display and subtitle languages. The voice support
right.
stayed to Japanese and English only. Um, and that's for both of them. Bayonetta 2 also mentioned that like you can only do local communication with if you both have the same version. So, yeah, woo, huge update.
Yeah, right. It sounds cooler than it actually is.
Yeah, when I
Like
first read that, I was like, "Oh, word? Like, what's new?" Oh,
no, what would have been cool
Nothing.
is they're like, well, Bayonetta 3 is about to come out, so here's the costume that she wears in the other two.
yeah. Um,
It
over.
is. It
Mm,
is just kind of nice that like they finally released it physically though.
oh man, I am so excited to get the Masquerade Edition and have special covers for all three games.
Dude,
That's gonna be one of the
we
things I need to stand. Like, I will do a different looking
you're
sleeve
you're gonna
for.
have to buy the boxes for.
No, like I will only have three boxes, but like normally I like my game boxes to look pretty normal unless it's like a really special game that I care about, and then I'll flip the
and
if they have alternate art and it's something I really care about, then I'll flip it.
it's
Um,
Bayonetta, so yeah, that
yeah,
qualifies.
I'll totally do that. Like I love having the JoJo art on my physical copy of Stardew Valley instead of like the normal art that it sells with. Um,
Hmm.
and like Doom has an alternate art on Switch. So like that one. My friend Pedro has one. There's not many that I give him to, but anyway, yeah, that's gonna be sick. Overwatch 2 will record voice chat and requires a phone number to play. Cool. You know, I was listening to a podcast while I was driving this weekend. It's called Crime Junkie. It's like one of the most popular crime podcasts,
Mhm.
and they were talking about this one girl that disappeared, and like they still haven't found her today. They do some stories like that, like where they just can't find her. And she had autism, I think, and she was really into online gaming. And they think like she got like, I don't want to say groomed, but like someone convinced her online to go meet this person, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And it was in an Overwatch chat,
Oh,
but they didn't track it. Like they don't record that stuff, so there was nothing to go off of. So I don't know. Maybe this is for the better, but also knock knock dystopia's here. So
Yeah, I get that point, but they're like, we're gonna listen to all chats.
that's what I'm
Okay,
saying.
but
Yeah, like it could be good for some things, but that's pretty dystopian in general. I
I
don't
don't
know if
know.
I
But
want
they've
that.
also been like, we're gonna block, what do all gamers do on online chat? They're the most toxic version of the human race, and they're like, we're not gonna allow that. Well, your game's gonna die then. All people want to be. That's why I don't play
congrats.
online games.
Yeah, especially we're talking Overwatch 2 here. We're not just talking in any online. We're talking like Incelly online, 4chan online.
Right. And they're like,
Overwatch is the 4chan of
no,
gaming.
True, true.
none. And it's like, are you sure?
Yeah. Actually, I watched a video of the Overwatch server shutting down.
They shut down
That
Overwatch server?
I think so. It might have just been a temporary thing, but from what I was seeing, it looked like they did.
Oh, interesting. I wanted to have guessed that.
Yeah, Overwatch 1 is officially dead.
crab rave again.
They
Servers.
also,
Oh, so Overwatch 2 servers went live today.
yeah, apparently they're gonna lock down the models better so people can't get them. And I'm like, yeah,
Good luck with
okay.
that. Yeah.
Even if you lock it down to like where they can't get them, people are just gonna open like Blender or something and make them.
Yeah. Yeah, so Overwatch servers shut down um early this morning. And then Overwatch 2 servers come out tomorrow.
That's one way to force people to move to your new game.
Yeah, really.
Oh, did y'all hear? If you don't have the characters from one, you're gonna have to unlock everybody,
Yeah, it's
like
gonna
from
take like 100 matches, right?
per character.
I don't. I thought it was just you play 100 matches to unlock all the characters.
You might be right, but I thought I saw it was like you need to do 100 per character because people were really mad about how long that would take. But a
Yeah,
100
that would.
matches would
I
still
thought
take.
it was like 50 matches to get to unlock competitive play, and then 100 matches total to unlock all the characters.
That would be that is two significantly different uh
I mean,
approaches.
like I sort of yeah, like I can see like the one that I was hearing. Like I didn't have that much of a problem with it, but
You
if you have
okay?
to do it per
So
character, then that's a whole other story.
Blizzard said Overwatch newcomers will need to play about 100 matches to unlock every classic hero. So I think we both read the same thing and took
Yeah,
different
every
approaches
classic hero. What
just
about
from
every
it.
new hero?
True.
Hmm.
I think you're right, but I read the same thing and went 100 matches per. It's too much work. And it's not like I couldn't believe it because EA's like play 100 hours to get Luke or whatever it was.
Yeah, that's true. That's exactly what I was thinking when you said your version, Alex. Like, oh yeah, just like Star Wars.
Right, so I could believe it. No, that's dumb. If they're in the first game, might as well let people just play them. Or be like, here's 5 that you can have before you get to that
You can
point.
pick which ones you want.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's not like the developers care. It's because they could charge. They have another reason to charge you $15.
Yeah, right?
Like it's not like they're
Mhm.
doing it for any reason other than like
No,
ooh, fifteen
money.
dollars. I can't believe Disney was like, "Oh wow, well now the Fast Pass is gone, why don't we charge money for this now?" I hate
Yeah,
I hate
right. With
everybody. I hate
Genie
all of you.
Pass.
Mhm.
And people pay for it, so they're like, why would we not do it?
Yeah, dude. Um, so one of Chelsea's old roommates works at Peter Pan. Um, and she said that there's been days where the line has been so bad with Genie Plus that they've literally had to take like 30 people from the Genie Plus line and then like two families from the regular queue.
Yeah, because Peter Pan's old. The line literally goes like through. You literally just walk up the stairs, and that's the line queue that they had set up.
Like the problem, and again, this is way off topic, but the problem with Peter Pan is that it's just a very low capacity ride.
Yeah.
But that does not negate the fact that
So they need
Disney
to
is
put more kid
profiting a
rides
lot.
in Disney. Uh,
We put more kid rides in Disney, and then we figure out a way to charge more money to access them.
yeah, true. They'll
Simple.
make it another park instead of just pushing.
Well, okay,
out
think about this. They've already figured it out though. They charge for Genie Plus so that you can ride Guardians if you don't get the virtual queue at 7 in the fucking morning.
Hmm.
That's what they'll do with Tron as well, I'm sure.
Dude,
And that's what they'll do
You
with
oh
see,
my
but
Minions.
god,
here's
I
the
want to ride
problem.
Tron so
Most
bad.
people won't fit on Tron.
Well, unfortunately, it's
Ah,
not
big
gonna happen.
brain. Yeah, like 50% of the customer base won't be able to ride.
At least.
I've been on they need to put it back out, but before COVID they had the bike out. And you have to bend in and get down. The back closes on you and your knees are
Yeah, you gotta tuck in like you're on the Tron bike.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh
which
my god, that's
means
gotta be so much fun.
it's gonna be so cool, but also no one's gonna fit on it
They
because
need to
they
put
took
back
it straight from
bike back out.
Shanghai
Yeah.
or Tokyo Disney, whichever one had it, and
Let's
made no
take the them
modifications.
people ride and put it in America.
It's, I mean, when I left my internship, they were trying to figure out how it was going to work for all the items that guests are carrying around. Because apparently the
That's a good
lockers
point.
that Universal has are just not Disney enough, I guess.
Yeah. I don't know. Okay, Skyrim Anniversary Edition is bad. The reason I bring this up is because not only is this Skyrim, so like,
The remake
2013,
game.
it is the Anniversary Edition, which contains what? I don't fucking know. And
Not the amiibo functionality.
the Switch price is $70.
Yeah, don't
What?
buy it.
And guess what? It runs bad. It runs like shit.
Yeah, the other one runs better.
Shockler. Yeah, I know. The regular one runs better. So don't buy this. Don't do it.
Didn't
Find
they?
a used copy of the original,
I wouldn't be
because
surprised.
Skyrim surprisingly stays very expensive on Switch.
Yeah, because there's like no copies, and then they're like anniversary, and anniversary is
Yeah.
garbage.
I think it's one
So
of the few Switch games with amiibo functionality that I don't own in some capacity.
I can't believe they charged $70 for it this time.
Dude, I hate Skyrim so much.
I love Skyrim. The game is so good, but like
It's not worth
I hate
$70.
Bethesda. Let me yeah, I hate Bethesda.
Yeah,
Why are they doing this? Skyrim is an incredible game, but Bethesda, God, stop. We get it. You were cool. You were cool like 12 years ago. Do something new now. You too,
Do
Rockstar.
Skyrim 2.
Oof, you almost got that date right. November 11th, 2011.
Damn.
So 11/11/11. And that's the last game they released, and now they're charging $70 for a
Hey,
game.
whoa, 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 whoa. They released Fallout 76?
Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot.
Hey. In all
Does that
fairness,
count as
they
a
did
game?
release Fallout 4 after that, and Fallout 4 is okay. But they also did release Fallout
True.
76, and they released Canvas
But I meant
Bags, and they released Dark Rum Liquor.
I
Canvas
I
bags.
meant more in the realm of Elder Scrolls, but yeah, you're right. Like that series, they're like, by the way, we're working on 6, and everybody's like, no, you're not. You're not actually gonna release that.
Yeah, what's his Tom, whatever his face is that represents Bethesda and comes out. He comes out and it's like
Todd Howard.
Todd Howard. Yeah, like Elder Scrolls 6 exists, and everybody creams in their seat watching him.
And
I feel like
then-
I that never mind. Yeah, don't buy the anniversary edition on the Switch. Don't do it.
or any console.
buy it on-
Don't support this. Buy an old version.
Buy the old It's all the same game.
It's
and it probably runs
Skyrim.
better. Adding that one
I'm sure you
graphic
could
of
find a
text
PS4 copy
that
for like
says-
$15.
Dude, I kind of want
adding the words
a
anniversary
collection.
edition
It's
broke
just
the game.
Skyrim. Just a collection of Skyrim. You would have like a pretty nice game.
You'd have like
collection.
15 games.
Yeah. What do you got to play? You can look up my shelf. Dude, this
This
is
is
all
just
the same
Skyrim.
game.
This is Skyrim on every platform it's been released on. You even made a custom box for the PC.
No, they
Yes.
had No, it's old enough to have had a
Wait.
PC.
BC Big Box.
Yeah.
That's gross. I didn't think they still had that. At
Yeah, dude, remember when you had to buy PC games physically?
Yes.
Remember when
we
that was a
had,
thing?
Lego Universe. That was a subscription game. We had to pay $40 for that physically, and then also a subscription on top of it. Fuck you, Lego. I say actively haven't talked about.
I was going to say, first off,
purchasing-
sounds like you got some deep memories buried in your psyche that you need to talk about, but
Yeah, you can buy the Legendary Edition PC box for $70 off of Amazon.
you can get the probably the most collectible kind of Skyrim for the same price that you can get the anniversary edition on Switch right now.
Yeah.
And you're buying the PC version, so that means you get to do the most incredible modding you've ever seen because Skyrim has the most mods.
Its modding community is so great. Does it run? Yes. All right. More mods. Time. That's all they do.
Inscription got rated for Switch, and I wanted to bring this up because Inscription is an incredible game. It's on PC right now, and it's basically like a card game where like the game you play
Oh, you talked
travels
about
against
that.
a board, yeah, and there's somebody in the other side of the table that switches characters to whoever you're currently interacting with on the game board, and you have to fight them in rounds of cards. And if you die, like you become a new person in the same house. Like this guy traps people and makes them do this. But you can also get up and walk around the room and like find puzzles and stuff. And like the end goal is to like it gets crazy. I haven't even gotten anywhere close to that because I haven't put that much time into it. And that upsets me. But it's so much fun. It's so creative and everything is awesome. Honestly, if you could just play that card game indefinitely, I would still have bought it, even without all the other stuff. But it's really, really good. So the fact that's coming to Switch, that's sick. If there's a physical copy, I'm going to buy it.
That you're hyping it up. It makes me want to play it.
You should definitely play it. It's very cheap too. Let's see how much it was. I've got my Steam open. Where are you, Inscription?
It's like $30, $20.
Store
That's not bad.
page. $20. I think I got it on a summer sale or something. Because it came out like a year ago today.
No.
October 19th.
Here's the real question. Hit him. All right, I see you have a Steam page. Have you ever bought anything that wasn't on sale?
What?
No. It's not on sale prices.
I've
Wait, I
probably bought
did.
like 2 or 3 things.
I have,
Planet
yeah,
Coaster.
but like,
Most
let's be
Steam
honest,
people.
most people
Yeah.
who have a Steam buy like
I
the
mean,
vast majority of
Like
their library.
95% of my library is that. but
Yeah,
there's just a
exactly.
couple things like
Okay, yeah, you'll
Stardew
have a
Valley,
few, but
Phasmophobia, but also like a lot of these games are freaking $15. So like, if it's on sale, I mean like cool, but if a game is less than like $15, then I don't really care.
Mm-hmm.
But like I bought all the Call of Duties on like 90% off.
that's pretty good.
Um, not all of them, but like all the old ones, so I could
Yeah.
play them and mod them. Like, yeah.
I want to play the campaign where I kill all the people in the airport.
Oh yeah, that one mission in Black Ops 1 where you get to fly a helicopter through a valley. That's peak. Um, and the PS5's been jailbroken.
4 months ago, and they already patched it. The
Yeah,
guy got like 10 grand or something like that. Like, this isn't old.
I thought it came out again. Like it got jailbroken a second time.
He announced it, but he talked about what version. Like, he hinted at it in the past, which I think we talked about. And he actually talked about the jailbreak, but it's like version 4 of the PS5, and I don't know what
Um, PlayStation modder Spectre dev unveiled the new jailbreak earlier today, like
new,
literally
but
today, an
he got 10 grand.
experimental IPv6 kernel exploit for the PS5. The jailbreak relies on a WebKit vulnerability as an entry point, so it will only work on PS5s running firmware 4.0.3 or 4.03 or lower, and even then, apparently only works around 30% of the time.
Yeah, and we're currently on version 5.5, if I'm reading those numbers correct. I think I am.
Interesting.
Yeah, like Sony has a bounty thing. So does Microsoft, but nobody jailbreaks Microsoft
Yeah,
because you can already do it. Right? They already have the tools built in. Why would anybody be like, "Oh yes, I want to jailbreak"?
yeah. Hmm.
So
Um,
Sony bounty, and he did a bounty where he found it, and he got paid for the jailbreak by Sony. But after a certain amount of time, you can talk about what you found publicly.
okay. Interesting. Um, I found an old but interesting tidbit for this one. It's the weirdest thing I've read in quite some time. So
Okay.
I found a whole thing, um, where like several people think that the reason Tom Brady won or like the Patriots won the Super Bowl in 2017 is because of a Nintendo Switch commercial.
I believe it.
So
Sure. I'll believe dumb conspiracy theories.
yeah,
I like
I read
some
this one. I was
conspiracy
like, wow,
theories.
this is like deep throat conspiracy. Like, what is this? So
I mean, is it the only time they've won recently?
so no, I think they won again after that. I don't know when Tom Brady left. I can't remember because he's with the Buccaneers now, but I don't know what year he left. But this was the year that the Atlanta Falcons were playing them, and the Falcons were up 28-3, and they lost the game. They were up by almost four
Oh, like this
touchdowns
game
and
this
lost the game.
week.
Yeah, but like way worse. Um, so yeah, they choked like super super hard, and the Patriots won at the end in overtime. And they think that like the reason the Switch commercial comes into play is because of the timing of it. Like right after they played it, there was a fumble for like scoop and score touchdown. Literally, like they played that commercial, they came back from commercial, and that was the first thing that happened. And that's like where it freaking ends for me. I spent like 30 minutes reading this earlier, trying to figure
Yeah, I
out how am
found
I
it.
gonna teach. Yeah, how am I gonna tell everybody? Like this is so confusing.
It says it boosted their spirits.
Yeah, and I was like, okay, so like if I'm at home, if it was me watching it on TV, then yeah. But like if you're on the field at that moment. Like
You're not
you're
watching the
down you're
commercial.
down 2 scores and you're on defense. So you're not thinking about the fucking Nintendo Switch. You're like, what are we doing? How are we gonna win
The
this
best
game?
part is this article had a link to which trailer it was, and it was the 1-2 switch party one.
Amazing.
Oh, the rooftop party won the Super. Like it just
Okay.
wasn't the 1-2 switch, but that's the main focus in that one.
Oh, okay. So the best I can describe it as it made something switch. Like the Patriots switched. Something switched inside them that made them do that.
They got good because
Yeah, but again, like
that they didn't see.
yeah, like even somebody in the stadium that like if I was in the stadium and like
You wouldn't
it
look up
was
the
on I would
score.
not that I would look it up, but like I would it would be a media timeout, right? So like
Right.
they're doing whatever, I don't care. I'm looking at my phone and then I see this tweet that's like, "Bro, Nintendo Switch thing," and I start thinking about it and I get all excited and like I cheer more in the game. Like I can even see some stupid BS like that if we're talking stupid. But this I don't know. It makes absolutely
This
no
is a
sense, but I
stretch.
I had to bring it up because it was the most confusing thing I've read in
It's
quite some
so amazing that you're like, what?
time. Yeah, like how do you come up with this?
Like this
This
is
is
the
ne-
biggest
this
Like,
is
stretch.
oh, bro, the
super
Doritos
fun.
commercial is the reason the Rams won that game because they announced the 3D Cool Ranch Doritos.
All I remember
Like,
is
I
I
that
didn't
might
like
me,
those.
like they might make me excited because I'm fat, but like, and I'm at home. I'm not on the field. I guarantee you, nobody on the field was thinking about 3D Cool Ranch Doritos. Uh,
No. The Nintendo Switch is obviously the deciding factor.
I need to post
Yeah,
what I just said
okay.
on r/ brand new
So
sentence.
your thing is the Switch commercial caused the game to switch.
Yeah, it made the players switch. Like there's just some sort. They're on the same wavelength. Like they transmitted this commercial
Right,
over
so
the air
it's
at a
a
certain
good
frequency
thing.
that vibrated their brain, and now they're like,
It's a really good thing they didn't play another one. Switched.
or everybody would have just spontaneously combusted.
That more likely.
Uh, you know when we were losing, last weekend, and I was standing there. I told Charlie like I felt like the Joker because I was, or no, I felt like Bane from Batman because I was like 2 bad plays away from just wanting the entire field to collapse away from the stadium, like that one.
Yeah, the scene in The Dark Knight
Yeah.
Rises.
On to the rumors. So Death Stranding 2, codenamed Ocean, is in development. The game will be PlayStation exclusive. I guess I gotta sell my PS5.
Man, they're putting Death Stranding on the PlayStation again. I can't own a console that's gonna.
I hope they do a DualSense controller that looks like clear piss instead of
I
just
also
the
gotta sell my
DualShock.
PC because it has the first, and my Switch because it has the original Strand Time game.
Oh, I gotta throw away like everything I own.
My phone, it can access.
It can access content that features a strand type game.
I guess you just gotta kill yourself then, right? Because you walk all the time. Everybody walks. Like
You're playing a strand type game.
I love how we went to like, man, this game sucks. So like, this game makes me want to kill myself. I'm
But are
stranding.
we wrong though?
I'm gonna strand. I'm gonna strand over there. I'm gonna strand to the gas station and get something. You need anything? I thought about for a quick second making that a thing. Like if I just tried to use that now in my conversations and think that would be funny. There's no way. Everybody would think I'm just crazy.
Yeah,
Everyone
no,
would.
they would.
Yeah.
But it's still, I might do it. I don't know. Who cares? Life's hell, anyways. Rockstar Games is remastering Midnight Club Los Angeles. What even is that?
Mm.
Midnight Club Los Angeles is a racing game that came out in 2008 for the PlayStation 3, the PSP, and the 360.
Oh, good. We need more games with real cars. No boat racing though, just cars.
Just cars.
Oh, will it look like GTA's remasters? We made the nut for the shop into a donut. Just it's a circle now.
The best way to see Los Angeles is at 245 miles an hour. Race at breakneck speeds through the streets of modern day LA, recreated in stunning detail.
You know what? I agree because then you don't see anything. You just see colors whirl by.
True.
Horizon Zero Dawn remake or remaster is in the works for PS5. Horizon multiplayer game in development. Good. Yeah,
Good.
let's remake that
Yeah.
brand new game.
Let's remake the PS4 game.
Yeah.
We already did it with The Last of
From
Us.
2017.
Let's remake this one too. I don't get it. I don't get it. PlayStation makes some killer games and then they're like, but what if we remade it? And it's like, bro,
What if we did it
you
That was
just made
so
it.
good. I think I'm gonna have it a second time.
Right now?
What about what about a
Throws up
second
game.
release?
Eats same game again.
It's like, what? Why? It looks good. Go make
It's-
something you made 20 years ago again. But
Or at
we
least
can
not
we can use parts from the the game we just
Yeah,
made.
put actual games on your freaking service.
console. Yeah.
I don't get this one. This one's like,
Why is this your focus, and why instead of like Ape Escape being the only good PS1 game on your retro service right now?
no. You can play the Resident Evil one where they messed up the music in the basement and had tubas play it instead of like any other instrument where it sounds good. They had tubas, so it sounds off.
We stay as tuba players.
I was gonna say that kind of hurts, man.
I want it to sound good, but I'm gonna send you a link and you tell me, oh,
They could have picked anything except tubas.
yeah, but
I'm afraid to listen to whatever you're gonna send me.
yeah, I'll find it.
And Reggie thinks that the Nintendo Switch's successor is going to be something completely different, which isn't the hottest of takes, if I'm being honest.
But
Actually
I
pretty
also
cold
think we're
take.
further out than what people think we are.
Oh, yeah, we are.
Yeah. People are like, well, the Wii went out in 7 years and the Wii U went out in 6. We're that time for the Switch, and it's like, bro, they've got like a bunch of big games on the horizon. They're not ready to throw out the Switch.
Yeah. Well, they said they're redefining the life cycle, so that just means we should
True,
expect
I
it
think
longer.
people
That's just
forget
what it
that
means.
one.
Yeah.
I'm okay if they're like, here's a upgrade,
Yeah.
like the handhelds. That's probably at best what we need.
Um. So but this isn't really a good comment because um
People
the
will
question
believe
is
it.
that
But
so if you were still in charge, what would the successor of the Nintendo Switch look like to you?
oh, this is interesting.
And he says, well, what's so provocative about that question is that, again, Nintendo is a company that just believes in innovation and doing things fundamentally different. And so, in all likelihood, the successor is going to be something completely different. If I were the king of Nintendo for a day, I personally believe that we're almost at the point where a streamed gaming experience can be brought to bear. Yeah.
No.
Reggie.
Reggie, I have money,
Nintendo
so I can
Stream.
afford good streaming. Yeah, but 99% of everyone else,
Yeah.
or
Reggie,
like
Reggie, Reggie,
ninety-nine
Reggie,
point
Reggie.
ninety nine percent can't. We're nowhere near close to streaming. I don't want streaming. I want to own my stuff.
I'm pretty sure we're a lot closer to streaming than you're leading on, but I just don't think people
Uh,
want to. Like
Where
we have that capability easily. Like I don't think the cost is the problem. It's just people don't want to like have to rely on the internet now. Like
yeah,
that's
especially
always been the thing.
when
Like why I just would rather not have that concern.
I already hate when single player games are like, you need internet.
Gran
Why?
Turismo
Why not?
7.
Yeah, right.
Gran Turismo 7.
You don't need this.
Yeah, it's so annoying.
You're a single player game.
but DRM. How are they going to catch the pirates, Alex?
They're not. The
Cannons.
people who are gonna
Just like the olden days, we're gonna take to the seas,
the
boys.
people who are gonna pirate are gonna pirate it anyways.
This is
Damn
true.
the
This is true.
torpedoes. Okay, so the finishing topic question kind of leads in from this streaming thing. So with Google Stadia dead now, what do we see for the future of game streaming?
Okay, I got this.
Alex is like, burn it all to the ground,
That's right.
bomb it
No,
all.
and honestly, I think it will be like what it was with Stadia, where it's like kind of niche. Like companies really want to do it because they don't have to do the physical, so they get more money, and they can kind of control what you do more.
Yeah,
But I don't think consumers really want it because of the problems we've brought up millions of times on the show.
I
So
think
I think it's gonna stay like a niche thing because people don't. It will be like VR, is what I'm saying.
successful, but like not able to expand.
Right.
Yeah, I can see that. I also think that it's gonna keep getting bigger, and that Google Stadia is just the crux. Like sometimes it hurts to be the first one because everybody that comes after you gets all the benefits of your problems that you've gone through without having to go through the problems. So like,
I guess, but Luna's repeating a bunch of the mistakes Stadia made, so not
Okay, but
really.
that's Amazon. They don't know what they're doing.
yeah, but like Nintendo's doing it a lot. Xbox is actually successful with it. Um, PlayStation's still doing it. Like Nvidia Shield stuff. I don't think it's going to slow down all that much. I just think that Google Stadia was the crux of the first one because like the first company to invent the jet airplane was like really famous for a little bit when they did it, but they ended up finding a bunch of problems with it, and like a couple planes crashed, and everybody got scared of flying on them. But that's when like Boeing and McDonnell Douglas and everybody else came out with planes, and they fixed all those problems because they watched them struggle with it. It was some British company, so like they succeeded,
Mhm.
and the first company, died. Or like, um, Juul, like the vape, like they were the first one to make that little tiny vape thing popular, and now like they're
Mhm.
basically banned from the market from every aspect because the government keeps attacking them. But like you have tons of other vape products now, like so many of them.
Yeah, that's why there's so many
But Juul
vape
was the
shops.
first one, so they attack them, even though there's like 10 million other brands. Like it's just I think it's another one of those scenarios. Like Google Stadia was just the first one, and they screwed up a bunch of stuff, and then Xbox came in and was like, "Hey, we're gonna do all of this, but like way better." And you know,
I guess that's fair.
PUBG was
But
also the
what
first
are
like battle royale. That didn't work out. Someone
Yeah.
came along and ripped it off, but just did it better because they didn't have to go through those
yeah?
problems, and that's how.
I've seen people complaining about PUBG just dramatically shifting over the last few years, and it's because they're no longer successful.
Yeah,
Like I
but I do want to make it
I wouldn't
clear
even
that
say
I
they're
support
relevant.
Alex's theory. I wish that was the one. I would prefer it that way, but
I can
Mhm.
definitely see both of these things happening because companies are going to keep trying to do it. It's what they want to do.
Yeah. So they're just gonna keep nudging it
But what I've
until
tried
it
to
gets
stream,
the main
I
thing.
hate it so much.
Cause like, r- oop. So I did have another good point to make, and then I totally forgot it.
Thanks, Mandy.
Oh yeah. So, remember like when like in like 2013 when it started to float around the idea of like your game console will need to always be connected to the internet,
Yeah, they tried
and
Yeah.
that.
everybody was super upset about it. So they took that away, and now like they just sort of kept nudging it until everybody doesn't even notice. Like now it's like crazy when it
You
doesn't.
Yeah, because they're like,
So like
well,
I
if you're
worry
not
about that.
connected, then you have to play the version that we sold as the gold, and that doesn't have any of the updates.
Yeah.
yeah, especially like because like Microsoft and Sony have been basically doing it since PS3 era, right?
Yeah.
Like that's when they slowly
Microsoft's
started
been
shifting.
hard on it and since then, and Sony was kind of pushing that way because they were like, but trophies.
Hmm.
They weren't really pushing it all that much on the PS3 and 360. PS4 and 1 is when they really cuz like
No,
that's
Yeah,
when
because
Xbox came out
Microsoft
with they came out with like
did
the
the. You're right that when they switched, they did that, but they already had on the Xbox 360. They were like, pay for a subscription for online. They
Oh, well
started.
yeah, true. Yeah. Yeah, they did do that.
yeah, like they've been slowly integrating it to the point that you don't even notice anymore.
Yeah.
I
Like
don't know. I kind of think streaming can go that way, but I don't think people will. I think people are gonna push back more than they
I
are.
mean
well,
I hope so.
look
Then
at like Square or um the Resident Evil games on Switch, right? There's a lot of streaming games
they're
already
not.
on Switch.
Which ones?
Aren't
Oh,
wait,
sorry, the new ones. Never mind. My mind went. All the Resident Evil games on Switch today don't need to be downloaded. And then it was like, what is he talking about? And then I remembered they announced 7, 2 remake, 3 remake, and 8,
All
and
cloud
they're all
versions.
gonna be cloud
hmm
versions. That's right. I was
yeah,
thinking 4, 5, and 6 are a collection on the Switch, and they aren't cloud.
yeah. It's weird seeing the differences. You know.
Yeah. All right, cool. Well, I think with that, we're going to call this episode here. Thank you so much for listening. We hope you enjoyed the show. Please share us with a friend. We post every Wednesday, 7 a.m. Central Standard Time, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, youtube.com/StormwindGames. Anywhere that you listen to podcasts, you can find us. Add us on Twitter, at OnlyGamers with a K. Are you happy Google Stadia is dead? Were you a Google Stadia user? Let us know.
And why?
Were
And what do
you
you...
one of the 2,000?
Yeah, why? And yeah, with that, we'll be back next week for more gaming talk and stuff. So we'll see you next week. Bye bye.
Bye.